If you have knee pain, you might want to pay attention to this. One of the things that can be so frustrating about knee pain is you address the knee and you think, I'm going to handle the pain around the knee, but you didn't address the solution. One of the biggest and best solutions you can do is actually to look a little further below and to look at the feet. What I mean specifically is that if you kick off your shoes, you'll find a little different reaction between your feet, ankles, and the floor. The reason that's so important is because a lot of times when we put ourselves in shoes, we forget how much of an impact the actual foot has on our knee and our hip. So if you put yourself in shoes that have big soles, for instance, they rhyme with polka. If you put yourself in very big shoes, what you can find is a problem with the reaction of your foot and the floor, whether you have a high arch, whether you have a flat arch. One of the things that we do here at Structure Comprehensive and at the gym in New York is we have people come out of their shoes. The best thing you can do once you take your shoes off is to wake those feet up. We're gonna do just that. So what you're gonna do, okay, is we're gonna plant one foot and I'm gonna say knee above the ankle and I'm gonna really drive forward and then backwards, forward and then backwards, creating this almost pendulum, right? The pendulum from front to back. Why that's so important is because we do so many motions where we have to counterbalance. I'll do both sides just to show you from the hip standpoint. We're only gonna do 3 here. Okay, and really working on getting the knee through the shoulder, moving as one unit. The next one that you're gonna do is what's called the cross and out. Okay, so almost like a metronome, you're gonna let your foot reach far across and then out. So across and out. Again, notice the pendulum, okay, and then switch sides. So you'll feel like one side's probably tighter than the others. I have a lot of people do this. They forget about it in the warm-up. One of those exercises you can do before you go into the gym, before you go to the golf course, before you go to the pickleball court. Really protect the feet, protect the ankle, work that knee down to the ankle and that foot up to the knee. The last one, pivot, okay? You can pretend you're in the paint with the basketball. You're gonna pivot around the front foot. You're gonna bend both knees soft and then pivot away. So turning your shoulders 90 degrees, 90 degrees. A great one here to learn how to pivot. Try to get those hips around, okay? And really work those hips. Forgot the other side. I'll show you from the side. So 90 degrees turning, pivot, and then open, pivot, and then open. So you really get that rotation around this hip. The knees are almost gonna touch. Okay? The last one, well, there's a bunch more, but the last one that we have people do is really just for stability. So I'm gonna reach forward as far as I can. I'm gonna take 30 seconds, trace as big of a circle as I can. Counterbalance. You can put your foot down if you feel like you're losing your balance. Counterbalance from the upper body as far of a circle as I can. Knee down through the ankle. Pause. Touch for balance. Slow. Reach. Counterbalance. Back, and forward. And again, you're gonna feel this from the knee down, obviously working on stability. People always say, I need to work on my balance. Do this every day. Practice this. Get farther and farther with every reach. Every professional athlete works on their foot and knee as part of their warm-up through their foot and ankle, not necessarily through their knee. I'll show you the other side. Reach forward, out. Really counterbalance as far as you can. Take your time, take your time. You're gonna try to get as far as you can, under, and then back. Again, about 15 seconds in each direction. People will really try to rush this. Please don't. Again, you have knee pain. It is very easy to be like, oh, let me just focus. Let me just look right here. It hurts right here. Okay, well, let's look at the ankle. Does the ankle move? Do you wear shoes that have 3 inches between the floor and your foot? Those are all problems, but opportunities. They're problems because we need to be able to interact with the floor. They're opportunities because you take your feet off or take your shoes off, and then you get an opportunity to work on them. I'm gonna show you one more thing that you can do. We do this at the gym, okay? This is called a rock mat. This is really simple. Sounds really innocent, perhaps. All you're gonna do is step on it, okay? Spend 60 seconds walking back and forth, okay? Again, working on that desensitization of the foot. Ideally, it doesn't bother you. It's like walking on a riverbed, but a little bit, it's plastic. So try that out, see how you feel.